The featured company is a paid client of Proactive Group Holdings, and this recording is disseminated by Proactive on its behalf.
This strategic investment enables TNR Gold to advance the execution of our strategic plan, elevating our vision of building a new dynamic royalty and gold company to the next level.
Hello, you're watching Proactive. I'm joined by Kirill Klip, the Executive Chairman of TNR Gold. Kirill, very good to speak with you. The TSX Venture Exchange has approved the strategic investment by Altius. The shares are up 12% on that news yesterday. What does backing from a royalty investor like Altius say about the value in your portfolio?
Yes, Stephen, thank you for having us today. Good afternoon. I'm very delighted today to extend my warmest congratulations to all our shareholders. I'm very pleased to report that now we have received TSX Venture conditional approval to complete the private placement of Altius strategic investment in TNR Gold. As you mentioned, this is a very important milestone, and it marks a significant achievement for TNR Gold and underscores the continued confidence in our projects, our TNR Gold team, and our strategy. We basically received our first Michelin star. When we first announced strategic investment by Altius in April, our shares jumped 30%. And yesterday, Mr. Market celebrated this wonderful news again with us, and our shares closed at 24 cents, marking another very important milestone this year, increasing 12% on the day. After months of diligent negotiations in line with our strategy of corporate development, we are delighted to welcome Altius, a Canadian 3.1 billion market cap royalty company, one of the leaders in the royalty space. This strategic investor in TNR Gold will have a non-control position, and it signals confidence in our company. Altius will take 23.5 million shares for Canadian $4.2 million. The Altius team shares the fundamental values, vision, and strategic objectives of the TNR Gold team for building the green energy metals royalty and gold company. The strategic investment enables TNR Gold to advance the execution of our strategic plan, elevating our vision of building a new dynamic royalty and gold company to the next level. It further reflects strong market recognition of the quality of our assets and their potential by our strategic partners. We remain committed to advancing our initiatives and delivering long-term value for all our shareholders.
Kirill, yeah, you pointed out your shares are up 12% yesterday. They're up 240% last year, already up 40% so far this year. So a signal that your strategy is paying off.
Yes, Stephen, thank you for mentioning that. Our strategy is working. TNR Gold team delivered a 240% share price increase in 2025, and it was another 60% increase already this year in April, and now we are up more than 40% as of yesterday. Our shareholders have a lot of reasons to celebrate our success. It's a milestone for all mining businesses in Canada. Our TNR Gold team and our strategy received a vote of confidence from Altius, Canadian 3.1 billion market cap royalty company in Canada. My personal stake of approximately 28 million shares, and I have increased it recently, serves as a further evidence of my deep commitment to our company. I am very pleased to inform our shareholders that our CFO and Chairman of Audit Committee have been buying shares in the open market as well. The potential of our royalty portfolio is now well recognized across industry. And in the next very important stage, we will tell our gem royalty story to Mr. Market and, what is very important, to new institutional investors, participation of which will help us to achieve our well-defined goals. After TNR Gold will be well-financed after this transaction, we can consolidate and increase our royalty holding, and we can deliver on our main priorities. We would like to return maximum of the cash flow received from our royalty holdings to our shareholders. We can start with shares buyback after approval, and we would like to lay a very solid financial foundation for the introduction of dividend policy in our company.
I mean, let's just dig into the portfolio a little bit. Ganfeng's Mariana Lithium just exported its first lithium chloride with your royalty sitting nearby. When do investors start seeing real royalty revenue from that asset?
Yeah, this is like you mentioned before, this is what Altius is looking for in the companies like us, because they are very famous for their very patient approach of accumulating miner stakes in very promising junior mining companies. So we celebrated in February the first export of lithium chloride from Mariana lithium project in Argentina by Ganfeng. And I'm very pleased to report that now project is advancing towards its number plate capacity, and we're expecting our first royalty payments very soon. And what is very important, last year, the management of Ganfeng already discussed the increase of resource at Mariana Lithium, and they discussed about potential plans for stage number 2 and even 3 on the project. And literally last week in Salta, the representative of Ganfeng confirmed that they are talking now about planning the second stage and even applying for the RIGI, the Large Investment Incentive Program in Argentina, in order to implement it. I would like to caution all our shareholders that they should follow all official statements, but definitely projects is moving into the right direction, and this is the basis of our transformation in the cash flow potentially generating royalty company.
Now, moving on to another project, Rio Tinto reportedly looking to raise a stake in the Los Azules copper project. Rob McEwen targeting construction in 2027. What does increased Rio Tinto involvement mean for TNR's royalty position?
Yes, it's extremely important for us. And as you mentioned, Rio Tinto now reportedly by Bloomberg is looking in order to increase their position. For me personally, as you know from our previous conversations, it will be the very natural home for the Los Azules project, because Rio Tinto, as the second largest in the world mining company, they have everything in order to advance this project into production together with McEwen Mining. Rob McEwen team made a wonderful work. They released feasibility study. Now we are talking about over 200,000 tons of copper produced in the first 5 years of the project, total 21 years of life of mine, and this production of 148,000 tons. And what is very important, Rio Tinto has a technology called Newton technology, which Los Azules potentially can use and even extend the life of mine, even extend the recoveries. So for me, I will be very pleased to see the results of this first investigation by Rio Tinto. Now, basically, we moved into the phase of active preparation for the construction of financing of this project. Rob McEwen was talking about $1.1 billion potential commitments for equipment, mostly mechanical equipment to build the mine, already committed mostly from European producers with export facilities potentially in place. They're talking about IPO of 300, 400 million by the end of this year potentially. And just recently they announced that they engaged a major financial institution in order to facilitate the debt facility in order to finance this project. And of course, as you know, they have already a backing of IFC, who could become a main lender. And of course, Los Azules was accepted to the RIGI, Large Investment Program in Argentina last year.
Okay, last one, Shotgun Gold in Alaska. Where does that stand right now? And what are the key milestones investors should be watching?
Yes, this is the last one, but not the least one, definitely, because it will be another kicker for potential valuation of our company. As you know very well about our strategy, we are looking here in order to attract the major gold mining company who can deliver very fast progress in Alaska. The project is drill ready with 5 very well-defined targets. We have already found gold there, 700 plus ounces of gold in inferred category. And now we are looking literally at the top 10 gold mining companies in the world to come and drill it very aggressively in order to define further mineral resource, hopefully increase it, and hopefully move into preliminary economic assessment of the potential of that project. Now with this private placement from Altius, because we have to be compliant as a mining issuing company, we are going to facilitate a small exploration project just to meet these compliance objectives, and in order to present these projects to our potential parties with whom we are negotiating in the best possible way with new data gained from the project.
Well, Kirill, sounds like an exciting time for TNR Gold. Thank you very much for the update today.
Thank you very much for having us today, Stephen. Have a great day.
And you, Kirill Klip, Executive Chairman of TNR Gold.
The featured company is a paid client of Proactive Group Holdings, and this recording is disseminated by Proactive on its behalf. It is for informational purposes only and does not constitute investment advice, an offer, or a solicitation to buy or sell any securities. Viewers should conduct their own research and consult a qualified financial advisor before making investment decisions. The views expressed are those of the speaker and do not necessarily reflect those of Proactive Group Holdings, trading as Proactive Investors or its affiliates. No responsibility is accepted for any loss arising from reliance on the information presented.